everyone, Kim here for the Paper Sisters YouTube Spring Fling Hop. I am your host this month, and our theme was Spring Fling with a twist. And the twist was use any animal or animals that you find in the animal cracker box. Well, when I went to go start my project, I had the wrong animals, so I had to twist again. And our theme, our project is just Spring Fling, and what we've got is a embroidery hoop shaker box wall hanging here. You hear the shaker, you can see the sequins in it. And if you want to see how I created this, then stick around. But before you do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to not only my channel, but all the other ladies whose links are down below during the hop, because everyone's giving away a prize, and those are the requirements, that you like, comment, and subscribe to all of our channels. So here's an up close of our project. Very simple to make. So stay tuned, we're getting ready to get into it. I'll see you in a minute. All right, for time's sake, I already did some prepping, but first we're gonna handle our Spring Fling. We're gonna start off by painting our Spring Fling, and we're gonna use two colors. We're gonna start by painting the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna start out by painting the entire thing blue. So we've got everything a nice blue. This is a soft blue. And if you're wondering where we got this from, this is a new piece from Très Jolie. You'll be able to find it in our store at www.trésjoliekids.com. And so we're gonna let that dry a bit. I'm gonna grab some wipes. I'm gonna clean this blue up, because then we're gonna go in with another color, like that ombre effect that we had on the finished piece. So we're just going to go ahead in and clean this up real quick. So are you a clean as you go person, or are you just a let it all hang out person? I'm gonna try and clean as you go person. All right, so next we're gonna take some pink. This is baby pink paint. Got a good shake there. It's sounding a little thick. And we're going to squeeze that out. And I'm going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to brush off quite a bit, because what I want to do is kind of fade this in. Let that dry, because I'm going to go back in with some more of the pink. But we're going to let this dry first. And while we're letting that dry, we're going to work on something else that has to dry. So we'll be switching back and forth between pieces. Now for the bottom, I just cut a piece of chipboard. I'm going to have the white side out. And this is a rough circle. It's not to scale yet. That's what I was looking for. But we're going to go ahead and adhere our paper. And next what we're going to do is we are going to adhere our embroidery hoop on, so we can trim up the back of this. Make sure you take your plastic off your metal pieces. And so I'm taking the glue and I want to make make sure that I have my little metal piece at the top. We're going to press this down. And I see I've got a little glue on the inside there, so if you've got any glue that oozes through, you may want to clean that up. And I'm just using a dry paper towel to clean that up. Okay. So we've got that glued down. And we want that to sit and settle. So we're going to set that aside. We're going to come back to our spring fling here. And we're going to take our small brush again. And just a little dab of pink, because we want to go just a little bit lighter. Once it dries, you'll be able to see the difference in the colors. But again, now we're going to set that aside. Back to letting it dry. We'll clean that up. And now we're going to come back to our embroidery hoop. And now it's going to be time to clean this up. You can do it a couple of ways. You can take your craft knife and your glass mat, which is what I'm looking for. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my glass mat, and I'm going to take my craft knife and I am going to trim all the way around this. And I might have to do it a couple of times because I've got that piece of chipboard under there. Okay, so we've got it all cleaned up now, as you can see. That's the back of it. So we've got it all cleaned up. It is nice and flush. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to do a quick paint job on the outside of our embroidery hoop. And we are going to paint it pink. So let me get that mat out of the way for the moment. And get us back out here with some pink paint. And we're going to get that painted. Not worried about the inside of it. We're just going to do a quick paint job on the outside of it. So we've got that painted, we've got it a nice even coat. And we're going to let that dry. And then we're going to start to put this together. This isn't hard at all. It's just a matter of having out what you want, picking it out, and going from there. So yeah, you know what? I'm just going to take the heat gun real quick and alright, you can tell it's dry because it's no longer shiny, but we are going to have to go in and add a little more paint. It's a little uneven, and I want to make sure that at least the outside of it is even as far as our paint. And now that that's dry, we're going to go ahead and start building the inside of our scene. I've got some ephemera that I've cut from the paper that we used. And the paper that we used is a line from $49 in Market. It's the Tranquility line. It's an older line. It's what I had in my stash, and I thought it's fit the spring fling theme really well with the pretty light blues and pinks and the butterflies and the flowers. So we're gonna start by placing our spring fling. That's, since it's our centerpiece, we're gonna go ahead and just glue that in, and I'm just using regular old Fabri-Tac to glue this down. I will be using some foam tape in certain pieces, but this one, actually, you know what? We're going to use some foam tape with that too, because since it is our centerpiece, it should stand out. So there we have our spring fling, and now I'm going to do my little corner piece, which is our little bird cage, which is up here, and that's going to lay flat. So we're going to add my Fabri-Tac to that, and we're going to get our little bird cage settled there, and we're going to get our little birdie all set up to perch, and he's going to go right there, and we're going to sit that there to hold them in place while we work on our other side. Now this piece, I know I'm going to use some foam tape on, so we get out our little squares here, and I'm just going to put squares in the corner because I'm going to put something behind this, and so I'm going to make sure I at least have enough room. Alright, so that's going to go there. And I know this is going to go on top, so this is going to need some foam tape down on the bottom. So I'll add some foam tape to the bottom of that and secure it. Well, we're not securing it yet. We're setting it up. This is going to go, so we know that's going to go flat. Let me see. Let me get our stuff set up correctly. Oh, we're a little too far down. And actually, I'm going to glue this on there already as our collage because I know how I want it, and that will help me with placement. So we know that's going to go like right about there. So now we know where things need to be placed. Grab that out of there and put some glue on it. And I know it needs to be placed like right there. Make sure that's correct. Slide over just a little bit. And there we have it. All right, so that's in the right spot, so we can go ahead and lay these pieces down now. There. Now next we're going to add our bench. And then we've got our little flower pot. So we know our bench is going to go. Our bench is going to go off a little bit. And offset our bench so that we can get our flower pot on here. And it's got a foam dot on it, but it's too high up. So we're going to take that off and we're going to put our own on. Well, I hope you are enjoying this video for the Spring Fling Hop. And the twist was supposed to be animal crackers, or the animals from animal crackers. But guess who had the wrong animals when I sat down to do this project? So of course we had to pivot. And so here we are pivoting to a project here that's just all about spring and flowers and the birds and being outside. Is where we're at right now. And so that's what we're doing. Sometimes you just have to pivot. And we are pivoting today. And so we're going to sit this here to hold for a minute. And then we're going to get our butterfly. And he's going to get, or she's going to get, a foam dot on the back. And she's going to go right here. And I bent the wings up a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to take some mixed sequins and we're going to toss them in. And no, we're not gluing them down because this is going to turn into a shaker. So a few of those, and I have some glass beads that we're going to add as well to it. And so we're going to add some of the blue glass beads to it, and maybe just a little bit of silver, or actually they're calling these white gold, but we're going to add those in. Okay, and so now comes the fun part. We're going to take our sheet of acetate that we have, and what I did was I put this over this, and I took a embossing tool to draw the circle around it. It's not completely straight, but I wanted to do that to help me get the shape that I needed. And so now we're back to the glue again. And for this, you definitely have to use a clear glue. Okay, so we're mostly dry, and I've still got a few areas I need to watch, but we've got our shaker so far. And I did trim up everything except for what I have up here by the screw. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and cover up all this glue. I found this pretty lace ribbon in my stash, and so that's what we're going to use. Again, I'm going back in with my Fabri-Tac, and I'm just going to glue as we go along instead of trying to glue it all. Okay, so now we've got our lace on it. And what I found is maybe it is best to put the glue all the way around because this sits a lot better once the glue's a little tacky. You have less problem with it adhering. that sit up top. Sit that there for a minute. And now we're going to build our little flower embellishments section. And we're almost done. And so you pretty much lay out the things where you want them. I think we're gonna bring that down a little bit more. And I am going to use, again, foam dots on some of the flowers, like this one in particular, because we are going to be stacking stuff behind it. And actually, I think I'm going to do a double on that one, because I want it to stand up a little bit higher. So we'll double up on that one. Yeah, that's going to be perfect, the way that I want it. Okay, we're going to stick our little heart back here. It's going to get some glue. And it's going to go like right about there. Kind of in the middle, half on, half off. Just a little more glue. Don't be shy with your glue with your embellishments. And then it's going to go here, but we've got some flowers that we're going to adhere right into the middle. We've got two of these. So we're going to put one there, and here's our other one. And our little flowers are going to go right in the middle of those. Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to be working off camera. And so I'm going to start with, our flower's going to go here. And this one's going to go like right about there. Here. We're going to stick this on because we will be able to adjust what we need to up under it. We're going to go like right there. Let's give that one a little foam dot. Give it a little bit of elevation. And we're going to do the same thing to the other one. Just putting a little foam dot like right in the middle. I cannot get the back off of this. There we go. And we're going to adjust in there like so. And our next flower, it's just going to get a little foam dot. That's only so it will help us adhere to the background of this. We're adjusting like so. And then we're going to take this one, glue, and we're going to pop this one like right in there, like so. We're going to take our little ticket, and actually it's going to get adjusted like right there. And we've got these cutout flowers. I think what we're going to do is we're going to give that some dimension. So we're going to take this, we're going to pop it on top of here, and then we're just going to slide it in here. Got a little glue here, so they'll stick together. And then we're just going to take our little butterfly here, and he's going to get glued down, like right there. And then we've got a couple of birds here. Not sure if we should pop them in. I'm thinking if we pop one in, like right there. He definitely needs some foam dots. And we'll stick our little birdie in like that. And we are, nope, yep. We're going to use this. We're going to take some seam binding. And if you now I've got a little crinkle. If you want it more crinkled, then of course you're going to do more. And now we're going to go back to the top. And I've still got some of the acetate there. So now it's time for me to trim that off. And we're just going to take this piece, and I'm just folding it in half. I don't know how long it was. I just cut a piece. And we're going to string it through. I think I've got to cut some more of the acetate off. Just give me a second here. Okay, so now, got this. And I'm going to string it through. Now, you can either make a hang with this, or what I'm going to do is tie it. And I'm just going to make a funky bow with it. Oh, that didn't work out. Make sure your pieces are even when you do this. My pieces weren't even. And so my bow's going to be a little lopsided here. Actually, my bow's going to be a lot lopsided here. Let me go back in and untie this. Okay, so now, now my pieces are even. And still got a funky looking bow, but it's going to be a little bit better. Hold on here. Okay. Well, you're just going to play with your bow until you get it the way you want it. But, oh, we lost our birdie here. Let me add some glue to him instead of just his foam dots. And we're going to secure him back in here. And so now we have our Spring Fling wall hanging. This was done for the Paper Sisters YouTube hop, and I hosted this month, so I hope you enjoyed the theme. It's Spring Fling, but it was supposed to be with the twist using the animals from the Animal Cracker, since it's Animal Cracker month. But turns out I didn't have the animals, so of course we had to pivot, and we pivoted to this nice fun shaker wall hanging, because you've got your nice little shaker beads in there and your sequins and all of that. So now you've got this nice little wall hanging that you can hang up. And like I said, this has been Kim for Trade Jolie Kids and Paper Sisters. Some of the items I used here can be found in our store, like our new Spring Fling title. So head on over to our website at www.tradejoliekids.com and take a look around. While you're there, you may want to go ahead and subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to not only my channel, but all the other ladies on the hop. They're all listed below because everyone is giving away a prize, and those are the requirements. You have to like, comment, and subscribe to the channels to win a prize. So again, thanks for joining me this Saturday afternoon, or whenever you're watching this, for the Paper Sisters Spring Fling blog hop, YouTube hop. Bye.